welcome to my YouTube channel Infotech with Zafar Khan. Today I am going to discuss a new lecture of DevOps series, that is lecture number 19. The agenda of this lecture is how to install the Ansible and how to configure the Ansible on Linux machine. We will now install Ansible on Linux machine using AWS EC2 instance. So while installing Ansible, it is essential to have two machines. One is the control node and the other one is the managed host. But here I am taking three machines. Let's name our first and second machine is the web server and database server, and that will act as a managed host. And the third machine's named as control server, which will act as a controller. This is the architecture which I have mentioned in this slide, and here I have taken the two servers, two managed hosts basically. One is the web server and other is the database server, and there is another server, the third server, which is a control server. So it will basically control to the managed host. I will tell you in details what kind of control he do basically. So let's name them in the AWS EC2 instance first. Okay. So this is the instance which I have created, and the three servers are here: control servers, database servers, and the web servers. So in this control server, we will have to install the Ansible and all details, and we will do the connectivity as well. Okay, so this is the SSH connectivity between the control server and the web server, and between control server and the database server. So SSH connectivity is there so that it will connect to passwordless activities. Whatever the activities we will do, that will not ask the password. It should be passwordless activity. So let's go to the terminal, and here the Ansible terminal is there. So I have created three servers and three terminals as well. So in this terminal, we will first update the control server. So this is basically Ansible is nothing but a control server. So before installing any new software or any Ansible over here, it is important to ensure that your existing operating system is up to date. So this should be up to date, otherwise it might be some issues. Okay, so first what we will do, yum update -y. So it is updating now. If any patch is missing, so that will update automatically. Like kernel, this patch was missing, so it has been updated now. Okay, so then install the EPEL repository. So what you will do, yum install EPEL release. It is saying that to do this, you have to run this one. Okay, no issue. Let's run this. So basically, EPEL provides the easy access to install Ansible. Okay, so now we will install the Ansible. Yeah, install. So it is now installed. Okay, Python 2, Python 3 both have been installed. Let's check the version. Ansible. Yes, 2.9.27 is installed. Okay, fine. Let's create a user. We have already using the root user, so we will use the root user, and then we'll do the password as well. So whatever the user is mentioned over here in the control server, that the same user should be in the managed host as well, in the web server, like web server, as well as in the database server, so that it will not give any issue for the SSH connectivity. So root user is already there, so let's do the password for that. So I will do the password over here. Okay, so it is now authorized successfully. Similarly, we will do for the other terminals and web server as well as database server. So here the database server, we are in the root user, so set the password for root. Okay, it is also authorized for web server as well as the database server. Okay, so now password, root password I have set. Now configure the connect SSH access. Okay, so what I will do the SSH between the control server and web server and control server and database server. Okay, so let's go to the Ansible. It is control server. So first we will generate the key, SSH key, SSH hyphen keygen. Now we will copy this to both server. Copy id hyphen I and then at the rate of private IP of the web server. So what is the private IP of web server? This is the private IP of web servers. So just now paste over here. Will ask permission denied. So why it is giving the permission denied? That means we have to configure the SSH as well. Okay, so let's go to that terminal. Here what we will do, config root permission, just delete this one. Login, and one more thing here we will put yes. Okay, and then save it :wk. So then we will start systemctl play sshd. Okay, so it is restarted. Let's go to the terminal and control terminal and do it again. First time it will ask the password and it is authenticated. So you can check it SSH. So you are able to connect the web server now. Okay, so this is the web server basically. So you are able to connect. Similarly, we do for the database server as well. Okay, so here the control server and we will do the database server. But before that, again it will give the error that authorized issues. So first we have to set the database server as well. This is our database server. So go to vi editor /etc/. Okay, so here also we will do same whatever we have done in the web server. Just uncomment this one, permit root login, and this password authentication need to be say yes. Okay, and then save it. Then we will start the service D. So it is started, and let's go to the control machine. Private IP of the will ask yes. So we are able to do the SSH to database server as well. So let's check. Yes, we are able to do the database server as well. Okay, so now SSH configuration has been done between the database server and control server and web server. So we have done the configuration. Now we'll create the inventory. Okay, so in this slide, you see this slide, step by step we have done this control server update, and we have also installed the EPEL repository, installed the Ansible as well. We have created the user also and configure the SSH. Now create an inventory. So inventory we will create where? We will create in this server, control server, and we will write a playbook as well. So inventory file, in the inventory file we can either put the host name or IP address as well. So similarly we will do for this as well. Okay, so just go to the control server and open the inventory file and put the web server's IP address and database server IP address over here. vi /etc/ansible /host web server the group, and then IP address. IP address of web server is private IP. Similarly do for the database server as well. DB server. So our inventory file we have also completed. So save it now. Okay, what next? So in the control server we have put the entry of the IP address of web server as well as database server in the inventory file. Now we'll write the playbook. Okay, create the Ansible playbook, and finally we will run the playbook. Okay, so just create the Ansible playbook. It will take time, but I have written the playbook. So vi web _db install .yaml. It should be written in a YAML format. Okay, so I have written this one. I'll explain in details what exactly it is doing. Okay, so this is what basically first one, we'll install the Apache on the web server and start the service. The host which we have mentioned in the inventory file, web server name. Okay, and the task, we are installing the Apache. So what we will do, you'll put the yam and the name httpd, this is the Apache one, and state is the latest. We'll start it. So start the Apache. So remember it, indentation should be clear, otherwise it will give the error. So indentation should be correct. If you put like this, it will give the error. So indentation should be there. Okay, so name, start the Apache service, and then we are starting the Apache over here, and after that we will install the MariaDB. So Maria database we are installing. So name here yam install MariaDB _ server and should be latest. Okay, then we will start the MariaDB service. MariaDB service we will start over here. Okay, so service name is the MariaDB, enabled true, and started state means started. So we will first install the Apache and will start. Similarly, on the database server, we will install the MariaDB database and will start the service. Okay, so this is the playbook which I have written over here. Okay, so let's save it. So playbook is now saved. So what we will do, we will first check, okay, whether the playbook is written is correct or not. So there is a command that will check. Okay, so Ansible it is giving the error, something syntax error. So what it is? Web server. Let's go via editor. Yes, here the indentation is wrong. So that is why I told you it might give the error if indentation is wrong. So now it is correct. So let's check. Okay, so there is a no issue now. No failed, no script, no rescued, and everything. All threes are okay. Okay, so that means it's working. So now you can just execute the playbook. Just remove this one and execute the playbook. And what it will do, it will just check, it will install the HTTPD on the web server and install the MariaDB in the database server. Okay, so just enter. And it will also start the services. So we will check the services basically, it is running or not. HTTPD is installed, MariaDB is also installed, and they are also starting the services. I think it is completed successfully. So let's go to the first web server. It's a database server. Okay, no issue. We'll check the database server as well. So what we will do is system ctl status service. Status service means MariaDB. It is running. Okay, so that means it is installed. It is installed and service is running. So you can use it. So MariaDB started, database server is up, and everything you can do over here. Okay, so through Ansible, we just install the MariaDB in the database server. So let's check on the web server as well. This is the web server. So let's check system ctl status httpd. This is the, let's check the service is running over here in the web server as well or not. It is running. So that means we have done the installation and start the services through Ansible into the web server as well as in the database server. So this is all about the Ansible installation and configuration. Here we learned how to install the Ansible management tool, how to create, how to check, and how to execute the playbook. So we have done some demo as well. We have shown that all services are running or correctly or not. Everything is done correctly. Okay, so if you have any questions regarding this topic, please feel free to put in the comment section of this article. I will come back to you at the earliest. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to click the subscribe button please.